Okay, gang, so I'm going to show you how I got my own fonts and uploaded them to Rhonna Collage, and how I use the same font that is not part of the Rhonna Collage library or any of the libraries I've seen for free. So what you do is you go to dafont.com, that's this website right here, and this is what comes up. So it depends on what you're looking for. You can search through them. There's like thousands of fonts. There's 31,000 fonts here. So I know that my branding, I love script. That's a big branding thing for me. So when I go here, I go looking for script. So if you look at the top here, now do this from your phone because this is where you can upload it to run a collage and you can do everything from your phone. So I go into script here, and let's say I want to look at, I don't know, let's see calligraphy. Actually, you know what? I want to see old school. That seems fun to me. Okay, so all these script ones are going to show up. These are the old school script styles. I actually don't like any of those, so I'm not going to pick them. This is what happens when I play. So, okay, handwritten. Let's do handwritten. So I have a lot of these, actually. Shorelines I really like. Genesue I love. Some of them aren't quite so scripty, but you can scroll through. You see there's like 186 pages of these script ones, and these are all ones that people made that you can download the demo for free and put them right in your apps. Use them on your pictures. Okay. Now a tip in terms of script is that you don't want to use something that has like see, these are thin. And they're not going to stand out. So if you want to use a script that can stand out and that's easy to read, so let's use, okay, this isn't a script, but it's cute. Cutie patootie. Let's use this one. So what you do is you click on download. Okay, and then when this screen comes up, you can, it says open word collage here, right here in the middle, because that's what I used already, but it's not going to say that in yours probably. So what I do is you click this little arrow at the bottom middle of the screen right here, and you scroll through these options. For me, import with Rhonna Collage comes up. You could also import it into Fonto if you have that, which is another great one. And if you have an app and you want to see if it's available in there, I mean, you can always click more and it'll give you other options of things that you can add to this menu. But you can upload it into your Google Drive if you want to. But where you want it is in the app that you're going to use it. So since I use Rhonna Collage for everything, I'm just going to go ahead and import that into Rhonna Collage. And then it's going to open it and say successfully installed fonts. So now, how do you use it? New project. So for me, I always just start with an empty canvas. So let's say, for example, I want to just create, I don't know, a picture of pumpkins or something that says, I love fall. So we're going to go into all photos for the background. See, that's what I did before. So this is a picture I took today. Right there. And so what I'm going to do here is, because I want the pumpkins to take over the whole screen, is I'm going to pinch out, so zooms in. And then once it gets to where I want it, like right about there, I'm going to hit crop on the top, so it locks it. Now, what you can do is you can go into canvas style here and you can make it opaque if you want. It's not going to show you the squares. The squares are just to show you that it's opaque. But I'm going to go ahead and just leave it full color because I think it's pretty. Depending on what you want to do, you might want to do that. So now to add this is how I do all of my things in Rhonna Collage. To add another frame, a frame can just be something filled with color. You could turn it into a banner, whatever you want. To add a new frame, you just pinch out. So I'm just pinching out right here, and it makes a box. Now you can make it however you want. It's going to open this menu about how you want to style it. So to style it, I always go for a banner. You're going to move the shape over until it looks like a banner. Then you hit position, make it bigger. And then what I always like to do is I always like to make it faded a little bit so that you can see a little bit through it and it doesn't take over everything. But I like to do this when I'm going to use text so that the text stands out, because you're not going to see the text over these pumpkins. It's going to be too busy. So now that we have the shape, and I picked about 84% opacity, we'll see. So then you click on fill in the middle there, and then color, white. You can pick black. It doesn't really matter. I just tend to go with white. And if it's with the border, then you got to go play with the border. So white just goes. So then tap anywhere else. I'm going to move this up here because I just think that's where it looks pretty. And okay, now, so I hit dismiss. Now's the fun part with the font. So with straight text on the bottom right hand corner, you tap on that. And then you tap on whatever you want to say. I don't know, fall in love. I just made that up. That's cute, right? So I'm going to move that up there. Just primarily. Done. Now, font. Click on the font. So now all these fonts that come up first are the ones that come pre-installed with Rhonna Collage. So you want to scroll all the way to the end of those, and then after that, My Fonts. So these are all the fonts that I've uploaded from Dafont. So Cutie Patootie is the one I just downloaded, so that's there. But the one I use for everything is Magnolia Sky. That's my font. The thing about Magnolia Sky is that I don't like the capital letters a lot, so sometimes I have to just go back and edit the text so that it's a lowercase letter because it just looks prettier. There you go. Okay. So now if I wanted it to be bigger, I could change the size here, you know. If you want it to be more spaced apart, you go into, see here I'm in font, you go into position, and then kerning just means like spacing apart the letters. So you can do it all the way across like this, but it's script, so you kind of want the letters to stay connected a little bit. Move it a little bit down. Now I'm just touching the word itself and moving it to move it where I want it to go. And then style for the color. So you go into style, you click on the black for the text. I go into recent because pink is my color and I always have pink there. Boom. There we go. And then outline to make it a little bit thicker so it stands out more. Picked pink again. Outline width, you can make it that's too thick, a little bit less, see? And then if you want, you can always go ahead and add a shadow. I like to keep my shadows black. You can do offset, vertical, and horizontal. And see how it looks kind of funny like that? Like I don't like how it changes the color. So if you take the shadow blur away, it's just going to be a black. And then I like to make the opacity 100 because it stands out more. And then you can play around with it however you like. The thing is, as you increase the outline of the letters, it's going to make the shadow look weird. So if I were to take away the outline, it doesn't look as weird. You know, then I'd probably pull it in a little bit and maybe blur it. You can blur it that way. But once you start putting the outline in there, it's going to make the blurry one look funny. So that's basically it. So then, okay, X out of that. Oh, I don't like where that is now. X out of that. And then to save it, I just hit the up arrow up front, share. I always save my pictures high resolution. Tap that top button again. It's going to bring up a little menu giving me the option to save it to my camera roll. Save image right there. And that's it. So now you can go into Dafont, and it's going to be there. I'll show you in my camera roll. There it is. See? It's pretty. So you can go into Dafont and download as many as you like. Just go play through them, look around, whatever, and then make whatever you want. So I hope that was helpful for you guys, and I look forward to giving you some more lessons.